Hello students, welcome to AK Virtual Math. This is question number 3 in which we have to find the LCM and HCF of the following integer by applying the prime factorization method. So in this question we have 3 numbers and we have to find out LCM and HCF of all these 3 numbers by using the prime factorization method. So what we'll do, first we will write all these 3 numbers in the form of prime factors. So let's see. So the first part is here, that is 12, 15 and 21. So we have to write these 3 numbers in the form of prime factors. We'll use factor tree to find the prime factors of all these 3 numbers. So let's do it. So first we have 12 here. So these are what the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. So we'll choose first prime number and we'll divide this 12. If I'll divide it with 2, so we'll be getting here 6. Then again we can divide it with 2. So we'll get here 3. So 3 is a prime number, so we'll stop it here. Means this 12 can be written as a 2 times 2 times 3. So let's write it here, that 12 is equal to 2 is present here 2 times, so we'll directly write 2 square into 3. This is what 12. Now let's do for 15. So we have here 15. 15 is an odd number, so we cannot divide it with 2. So we'll try with the next prime number, that is 3 here. So let's divide it with 3. So 3 5s are 15. So we got here prime number, so we have to stop it here. So means this 15 can be written as a 3 into 5. So let's write it here. 15 is equal to 3 into 5. Now we'll do it for 21. So 21 is again an odd number, so it cannot be divided with 2. So we'll try it with 3, next prime number. Then 3 times 7 is 21. So we are getting here prime number. So we'll stop it here. Means that 21 can be written as a 3 into 7. So see, we have written this 12, 15 and 21 in the form of prime factors. Now we have to find out LCM and HCF. So for LCM of 12, 15 and 21, what we'll do? For LCM, what we do? We choose all the prime numbers present in all these prime factors. So we'll choose all the prime numbers. For LCM, we take all the prime numbers that are present in these prime factorization. So we have here 2. So we'll write 2. Then what we have? 3. Next prime number is what here? 5. And next prime number is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different prime numbers are used here. Now next step is what? We have to apply the power. In LCM, we apply the highest power of the factors. So in LCM, what we do? We apply the highest power. So 2 square is here. So we'll apply 2 here. 3. Everywhere power of 3 is 1, 1 and 1. So here it will be 1 only. And 5 is alone. And 7 is also alone. So this is what LCM. Now if we'll solve it, let's multiply this. This is 4. 4 into 3 into 5 into 7. So we'll get 420. So this is what LCM of 12, 15 and 21. Means this 420 can be divided by 12, 15 and 21. Now let's find out HCF. HCF of 12, 15 and 21. For HCF, we just choose the common factors that are common in all these 3 numbers. So you can see here this 3 is common in all 3. So we'll write here 3 and we'll apply the lowest power, but here all the powers are same, 1, 1, 1. So the power of 3 will be 1. So that is just 3. So HCF is 3 and LCM is 42. So this is how we find the LCM and HCF of 2 or more than 2 numbers. Okay, now you can pause the video and try it for this second part of this question and find out the LCM and HCF of 17, 23 and 29. Did you try it? Okay, let's see. So the second part of this question has 17, 23 and 29. So if you will see here, this 17 is a prime number. So we cannot further factorize this 17. 17 will be remain 17 and 23 is also prime number. 29 is also prime number. So all these 3 numbers are prime numbers. So we cannot write further it in the form of prime factor. So this 17 will remain 17 only and 23 will remain 23. 29 will remain 29. Now how how we can write LCM? Let's first write LCM. LCM of 17, 23 and 29. So you can see here there is no any common factor. So we'll write all the prime numbers that are present in these three numbers. So 17 is there, 23 is there and 29. This is what the LCM. So if you will multiply it, you will be getting 11,339. So this will be the LCM. So it's very simple. If you have prime numbers, so LCM of prime number is just multiplication of all the prime numbers. For HCF of 17, 23 and 29. So again we'll see here for HCF what we do. We just find out the common factor and apply the lowest power, but here there is no any common factor. So what will be the HCF? So if there is no any common factor, then we can say it is 1, because 1 is the factor of every number. So 1 is common. So we can say this highest common factor is 1. In another way, we can say the HCF of the prime numbers are always 1. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's see the third part. In the third part of this question, we have 8, 9 and 25. So let's write all these three numbers in the form of prime factors. So first we have here 8. We'll divide it with 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Again we can divide it with 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So we got here now prime numbers. We have to stop it here. And then let's take this next number, that is 9. 9 is an odd number, so we'll choose the next prime number, that is 3. So if we'll divide it with 3, 3 times 3 is 9. So we got here prime numbers, we'll stop it. Now let's take the next number, that is 25. This 25 cannot be divided with 2 and 3. So we'll take the next prime number, that is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So therefore we can write 8 as a product of prime factors. So 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 raised to the power 3. And 9 can be written as a 3 square and 5 can be written as a 5 square. Okay, now let's write the LCM and HCF. LCM of 8, 9 and 25. So for LCM we write all the prime numbers that are present here. So 2 is there, 3 is there and 5 is there. And now we have to apply the highest power. The highest power of 2 is 3 here. Highest power of 3 is 2. Highest power of 5 is 2. So we have to multiply this and we have to solve it. So 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 9, 5 cube is 25. So we have to multiply. There is no any common factors. We have to just multiply all these numbers directly. So what you will get? 8 into 9 into 25, that is equal to 1800. Now for HCF of 8, 9 and 25, we'll choose the common factor. But there is no any common factor here. Here is 2, 3, 5. So there is no any common factor. So we can consider 1 is the common factor here. So it will be 1. So HCF of 8, 9, 25 is 1 and LCM is 1800. Okay, this is question number 4. Given that HCF of 306 and 657 is equal to 9, find the LCM of 306 and 657. So the two numbers are given here, 306 and 657. HCF of these two numbers are given, that is 9. And it is asked to find out LCM of these two numbers. So the relationship between the LCM and HCF is given like this. If we have two numbers A and B, then HCF of A and B multiplied by LCM of A and B is equal to the multiplication of these two numbers A and B. So this is what the relationship between the LCM and HCF of two numbers. So that we can use it here. In this case, A is 306 and B is 657. We need to find out LCM. What will be here? LCM of A and B will be equal to A into B upon this HCF will be here in division. HCF of A and B. Means if you want to find out LCM, so you have to divide the multiplication of the number with HCF, and if you want to find out HCF, then you have to divide this multiplication of the number with LCM. Okay, now let's find out, substitute these values. So therefore LCM of 306 and 657 will be equal to multiplication of these two numbers, that is 306 multiplied by 657 upon HCF, and HCF you can see here it is given 9, so we have to divide it with 9. Now let's simplify it. If I'll divide this 306 by 9, So what we will get? We'll be getting 34. So if we'll divide it, we'll get 34. 9 3s are 27. 3 remainder 36. 9 4s are 36. So we are getting here 34 times 657. So if I'll multiply these two, 34 into 657. So we will be getting here 22,338. So this will be what? LCM of 306 and 657. Okay, I hope you understood. This is next question, that is question number 5 of this exercise. Check whether 6 raised to the power n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number. How we can check? See, if any number has its factor 5, then only it will end with the digit 0. So let's first write this 6 raised to the power n in the form of prime factors. So this 6 can be written as a 2 times 3. So 2 and 3 are prime number. And if it is 6 raised to the power n, so we can write this 2 into 3 raised to the power n. So then this power will be distributed here, that is 2 raised to the power n into 3 raised to the power n. So you can see in this prime factors of 6 raised to the power n, there is no 5. So 5 is not the prime factor of this 6 raised to the power n. So it means it will never end with the digit 0. Okay, so this is how we can show it. Since 5 is not the prime factor of 6 raised to the power n, you can see here there is no 5. Therefore, it can never end with the digit 0. Okay, I hope you understood. This is question number 6. Explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 are composite number. So what are the composite number? Composite number means a number which has more than 2 factors or more than 2 divisor. That is what composite number. And if it has exactly 2 divisor or exactly 2 factors, that is 1 and the number itself, then it will be what? Prime number. So how we can show that these are composite number? Let's see this first, that is 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. You can see here 13 is common in these two. So if I'll take this 13 common, so what will be left? Here it will be 7 into 11 and plus here it will be 1, and if I'll take this 13 common, so what it will become now? This 7 times 11 is 77 plus 1 into 13. So 77 plus 1, 78 into 13. So you can see here there are more than 2 factors. So even we can further factorize this 78 also. So we can see this whole number has more than 2 factors. One is 13, and here if I'll split this 78, so what we'll get? So if I'll split this 78, so we'll get here 2, 3 and 13. Means this finally what we can write, 2 into 3 into this 13 into this 13 again. So see how many factors we have. So we have 2 as a factor, we have 3 as a factor, we have 13 as a factor of this number. So therefore this is what a composite number, not a prime number. Similarly, we can see this next number, that is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. So in this you can see this 5 is common. So if I'll take this 5 common, so what will be left inside the bracket? This will be 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2. This 1 is not required here, and then here what will be left? 1, and then into 5. We have taken this 5 common. Now again we can see here 5 is a factor of this number, so therefore this will not be a prime number, it will be a composite number. But if you want to show it in detail, so first let's multiply this. What you will get? 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2. If you multiply it, you will get 1008 plus 1 into 5. So this will become what? 1008 plus 1, that is 1009 into 5. So we can see here we have other factors except 1 and the number itself. We have here 2 more factors, 1009 and 5. So therefore this number is not a prime number. So this number is what? Composite number. Okay, I hope you understood. This is question number 7 of exercise 1.1. There is a circular path around a sport field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point and at the same time and go in the same direction, after how many minutes will they meet again at the same starting point? So to solve this question, what we'll do, we'll just try to find out the LCM of 18 and 12. So let's find out LCM of 18 and 12. So to find out LCM of 18 and 12, we have to first write 18 and 12 in the form of prime factors. So we have 18 here, let's divide it with 2, so we'll get here 9, and again divide with 3, so we'll get 3. So 18 can be expressed as a 2 into 3 square, and 12 we can divide it with 2, so we'll get here 6, again we can divide with 2, so we'll get 3 here. So means this 12 can be expressed as a 2 square into 3. Now for LCM, what we'll do, we will take all the prime factors, whether it is in 18 or it is in 12, that doesn't matter. So we have 2, 3. These two prime numbers are used in the prime factors of 18 and 12. So we'll write here 2 into 3. But these both are common. 2 is also common here and 3 is also common. So what we'll do, we'll apply the highest power. Here 2 raised to the power 1 is here. Here 2 raised to the power is 2. So highest power is 2. So we'll apply power 2 here. And 3 raised to the power 2 here and 3 raised to the power 1 is here. So highest power is 2. So we'll apply power 2. So now we have to solve it. 2 square is 4 into 3 square is 9, and if we'll multiply 4 times 9 is 36. So after 36 minutes they will meet at the same starting point. In that case means after 36 minutes, if we'll see, they both will meet again at the same starting point.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share with your friends. If you have any doubts or questions, feel free to ask in the comments below.